Neil Jenkins is going to play an important part purely because the man can put kicks over virtually from anywhere in the opposition's half. I think on the Swansea pack then, Stuart Davis, Paul Arnold.
Well, and you know, David, as you mentioned Neil Jenkins, I read somewhere this morning a comment from Alan Williams. He says that he's still not going to give up hope of playing for Wales. He says when he sees that Paul Turner was selected to play for Wales at the age of 32, Alan is only 31. Yeah. It's as if he hasn't been given the accolades that he should have had over the years.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Ali, but there are plenty of other players like Aled out there who've been left out and never had a chance of playing. All you've got to keep doing is plugging away, and as long as he's got the desire to play for Wales, then that'll be good, not only for Welsh, but for Swansea.
It's an ideal opportunity for Ali to hammer it home once again, really. I think he's a different type of player. He runs onto the ball from Robert Jones's pass.
Okay, David, I've put you on the spot. There's Sam Simon, who's the president of Pontypridd, and in front of him, Vernon Pugh, QC, who's chairman of the Welsh Rugby Union, and in the background there, Sir Tasker Watkins, VC, president of the Welsh Rugby Union. Right, put you on the spot, David Bryan. Give us a prediction for today's match.
I don't think I'm going to please Sam Simon. I'm going to go for Swansea to win. Pull away in the second half.
I'm going to go for Pontypridd. I think they've deserved this, and I think they're going to do it this year.
Right. Well, we're just a couple of minutes from the kick-off, some 4 minutes to go before the kick-off to the finale of this Welsh Rugby Union season, the Swansea Cup final of 1995. Let's join our commentary team of Brian Price, the former Wales captain, and another former Wales captain in Eddie Button.
The Arms Park, sun-kissed on an afternoon in May, the great showdown of Welsh club rugby, the final of the Swansea Cup. Swansea, just once winners in a long, proud history. Pontypridd have never won the Swansea Cup. Swansea chairman Mike James, big day for him. Pontypridd's club coach Dennis John, and of course assistant coach to Wales now, on his way to South Africa and the World Cup. Alongside me, Brian Price. Well, Brian, it's going to be warm.
It's a nice contrast to the semi-final, Eddie, where we were sitting in overcoats and scarves. Here we are in shirt sleeves. Yes, it's going to be a perfect position for a game here today.
Just when we did that semi-final, we talked about how this was absolutely no preparation at all for rugby in South Africa. Here we have a beautiful day, the temperature soaring into the 70s, and the news from South Africa is that it's freezing.
That's, I mean, the only difference between here and Johannesburg, I suppose, is the altitude. But if they got conditions like this in South Africa, no side can complain about them.
Great day out for the face painters, at least. Another wonderful occasion at the Arms Park. It's been in some ways a downbeat season for Wales, but really if it comes alive today, then so much good is done for the game as a whole, and really the whole of rugby in Wales will receive a boost as the national team heads off for the World Cup. You really couldn't say that the conditions are not ideal for running rugby out there, and I just have an inkling that both teams have a desire and a commitment to put on a show today.
Well, you're absolutely right. We can see the Swansea team preparing to come out. Swansea are a team that have recovered from that disaster in November, and Pontypridd have been consistent all season.
Anthony Clement of Swansea and Nigel Bazzani of Pontypridd. Nigel Bazzani, good heavens, he's my age. Great servant of the Pontypridd club, and out they come. The Arms Park roar. Nigel Bazzani is the man who's leading the dog. Anthony Clement, captain of the All Whites. And there might be a little bit of confusion because Pontypridd are in mostly white. The Arms Park in the last few moments has filled. just about to capacity. The officials today in green. Clayton Thomas, the referee, standing on the halfway line. The two teams line up for the national anthem. Pontypridd with just two changes from the side that beat Llanelli in the semi-final. Crispin Cormac comes into full-back, Owen Robbins onto the left wing. They're a mighty handful up front, Nigel Bazzani anchoring up the loose head, and they'll be looking to put pressure on Swansea at the scrummage. It was at the scrummage that Swansea did so well in their semi-final against Cardiff, and they really held out against the favourites to come through to the semi-final. Swansea deserved winners that day. If they win ball, they will run it. And who knows, Anthony Clement could revel in these conditions today as full-back and captain. Clayton Thomas of Neath, referee today. It's a very, very warm day. Wonderful conditions at the Arms Park. The ground in absolutely perfect condition. And what an atmosphere here at the home of Welsh rugby. It's Neil Jenkins with his first kick of the afternoon. I'm sure it won't be his last. Robert Jones, in his own 22, makes the mark. Robert Jones, sweet left-footed kick. And so it's the first line out of the afternoon. I wonder if they'll step across here, or whether they'll be playing according to World Cup orders. No stepping allowed in this year's World Cup. Ponty step. Rowley in the middle. Good clean take. Swansea take them all to the ground and are penalised. Penalty to Pontypridd.
And I think we're going to see a lot of that this afternoon. Here's the line out, a very good catch in the middle of the line out by Rowley indeed. Good support, and Pontypridd are going to do this, or attempt to do this for most of the afternoon. Roll them all from the line out. Swansea pulling it down. Neil Jenkins, the first attempt at a penalty.
It's the great thing about rugby that Swansea all week have been saying the one thing we will not do in the final is let Neil Jenkins have pops at goal. And within seconds of the start, here he is, lining up a pop at goal.
Well, Neil Jenkins has already kicked 7 penalties against Swansea this season in the 2 matches that they've played, so Swansea know what he can do. Of course, they've watched him play so many international games as well.
The best placed kicker in world rugby. May not have the legs, just short, but as always, straight. Clement thinks about it and plays safe, just to calm the nerves.